Welcome, everybody. It is Wednesday, March 17th to St. Patrick's Day. It is St. Patrick's Day. So if you are Irish out there, happy St. Patrick's Day to you. Happy St. Patrick's Day. My name is Lee. I'm coordinator with Literacy Mid-South, a nonprofit organization in Memphis, Tennessee that offers one-on-one tutoring for adults, so 18 and over, who need assistance with reading or are looking to learn or improve their English skills. So, if you or anybody you know needs those services, there's some information on the screen, and I will provide it again at the end of the show for how you can get in contact with us if you or anybody you know needs assistance with reading or is looking to learn or improve your English skills. So, definitely something we can help you with. All right, well, let's jump right back in for today's installment of Literacy Lunch with Lee. Literacy Lunch with Lee. All right, Literacy English lesson. I do it every Monday and Wednesday right here on Literacy Mid-South's Facebook page. It is done live, but if for some reason you miss part of the lesson, you miss all the lesson, the nice thing is all of these lessons are saved in the video section of Literacy Mid-South's page. So you can go back, see what you missed, go back, watch them again. Plenty of opportunities for practice with vocabulary. Depending on the lesson, there might be some conversation in there as well. So please go back, rewatch, use these lessons as needed. If you're not in the Memphis area, please leave me a comment. I would love to know where you are watching from. If you are not in Memphis, or if you are in Memphis, hey, sure, give me a shout out. If there's anything you'd like to see a lesson done on, if there's something I haven't done a lesson on yet that would be helpful to you, let me know what that is, because I am here to help you. So let me know how I can best do that. And finally, please remember to like and share. Please like and share these videos so we can get them out to as many people as we can who need them. All right, so today we are going to continue on with looking at homophones. So homophones. So if you are new to homophones, they are words in the English language that sound the same, but they are spelled differently and have a completely different meaning. So you may know a word having one meaning, you may hear it another way, be very confused, like, I didn't know that meant that. Well, could be the same word, just spelled differently and with a different meaning. So, let's look at some more of those today, starting with root and root. So, root and root. So, say that with me, root, root. So, get that R. So, root spelled this way, root here, of course, is the roots of a tree or could be of a plant. The root is what it grows out of. So the root is what is underground. The root is what is underground on a tree. All right, this spelling of root. This spelling of root, it is when you travel, when you go somewhere on the road. The route is what you take to get there. The route is how you travel. So for me, for instance, when I'm coming from home to the office, I have a route that I take. That is my driving path, is the route that I take. So it's each street, each turn, My route here takes me about 5 to 7 minutes, which is wonderful. It doesn't take very long. So so you have root as in the root of a tree, and then route as in your traveling route. All right, our next one is sight and sight. So sight and sight. So sight. So say that with me. Sight. Sight. And really emphasizing, of course, that T on the end there. Sight. So sight in this spelling, of course, is meaning you can see. You have sight. You have sight. So yes, you can see if you have sight. So that is the spelling of sight here. If you are looking at sight with this spelling, S-I-T-E, sight, that could be a place, is a site. A site. So see, like we have the Colosseum in Rome. That is a famous site. You can also hear it used in construction. When something is being built, that would be a construction site. That is a site. So those are your two versions. So sight, spelling this way, meaning you can see, that is your sight. And then sight being a place. A place is a site. So see, I am at work right now at the office. This is my work site. So that is also a site. All right, our next ones. We have steal and steal. So steal, steal. So say that with me. Steal, steal. And you'll see that we only have a one-letter difference between the two, between steal and steal. So steal, like this, you can see steal is when somebody takes something from you without permission. They steal. See, the guy in this picture is stealing, looks like a briefcase maybe. I don't know. But yeah, steal is when something is taken without your permission. They steal, or it is. And then steel in this spelling, as you can see, is a material that is used to make things. Steel, used to make buildings. You would use steel here. So only difference is one letter, the A or the E. So steal here, somebody taking something from you without your permission. And steal, this spelling, something used to make things, to make buildings specifically. It is a hard material, so steel. All right, our next one, sweet and sweet. So sweet, sweet. So say that with me, sweet, sweet. All right, so sweet in this case is like a fancy hotel room. Hotel room, if you pay a lot of money, you get the nice room, the nice hotel room. That is usually a suite. That is sweet, so it is very nice. You pay a little more for it. That is a suite. Sweet in this case, of course, is food that is sweet. So like candy, ice cream, donuts, things that have a lot of sugar in them. A lot of sugar in them. They are sweet, spelled this way. So sweet, sweet here. So sweet, a fancy, expensive room. Sweet, sugary, sugary foods. So those are the two versions for sweet. All right, next we have tail and tail. So tail, say that with me, tail. So tail here is the tail like of an animal. So you see this is the tail of a cat. So it's that part of the body on an animal that hangs behind them. Cats have them, dogs have them, many animals have them. That is the tail spelled this way with the A-I-L. That is the tail. A tale with this spelling, A-L-E, a tale is like a story. So a story. So you could say like a fairy tale, something like Cinderella or Snow White. Those are tales. Those are tales. So it is a story. It is a story. Comes out of a book. So you can see from the picture there, those are of fairy tales. So you have tale as in on an animal, an animal tale, and then tale as in a story. All right, next we have add and add. So add and add, the only difference being one extra D between the two. So ad, spelled like this, is short for advertisement. For advertisement. So like this is an ad for McDonald's. So an advertisement. It's the way that a company tries to sell their product to you, tries to sell their product and get you to want to buy what they are selling. So that could be food or any type of services they have ads. So an ad. All right, add with this spelling with the two D's. Add is when you add numbers together. When you add, it would be the same as plus. As add numbers like 1 plus 1 equals 2. That is adding. That is when you add. So you have add as an advertisement, and add is when you are adding numbers. You are adding numbers. So that is the symbol to add. All right, next one, blue and blue. So blue and blue. All right, so say that with me, blue, blue. So blue, this spelling is past tense of blow. Past tense of blow. So as you can see here, like she is blowing on the flowers, so she blew on it. It could be blowing on your food if it's too hot, you blew on it to cool it off. If you blow bubbles, past tense would be blue, you blew bubbles. So blue, past tense of blow. So blue. And then, of course, this spelling of blue is the color blue, is the color blue, which is blue. So that is for blue, for the color. So blue, past tense of blow, you blew on the food to make it cool. And blue, the color blue. All right, next we have choose and choose. So choose and choose. So this spelling of choose, as you can see, is when you chew your food, or in this case, the dog is chewing a bone. So choose, it's what you do with your mouth with your food. That is my poor chewing imitation without anything actually in my mouth, but you can see it here with the dog chewing the bone. And then choose, as in you make a choice. You pick something if you choose. You pick something if you choose. So in the picture here, they are going to choose what direction they want to walk in, right? So they are going to choose that. This week I decided to choose to do another lesson about homophones. It is lunchtime. You are going to choose what you would like to eat for lunch. Choose what you would like to eat for lunch. So choose what you are going to chew. So choose as in what you do with your food. You chew, as you can see in the dog chewing on the bone, and then choose to make a decision. Make a decision or make a choice. All right, a couple more. So this one, we have actually 3 different spellings for this one. We have do, and do. So the word do. So do, as in this spelling, do, this spelling you can see is the water that is on the ground after it rains. Or you can say in the morning, you have water that is called dew. It's little drops of water that are on things is called dew. Do, this spelling is the action of doing something. So as you can see, this lady is lifting weights, so she is going to do that. Right now we are doing this lesson together. We are doing this lesson. So we are going to do this English lesson together. When your child gets home from school, they do their homework. When you are at the office, you do your work. So, do is just the act of doing something, of doing something. To do is to actually take action, to take action, to do. All right, and then do this spelling is the date of which you are supposed to turn something in or pay a bill. Like your rent is probably due, your rent or your mortgage is probably due on the first day of the month. Or you have a paper at school that is due on Friday. So due could be the date the due will be the date that something is owed, whether it be money or a project or something. Due is the date that it is supposed to be there. So due, as in water drops, that is due. Do, to take action, you are going to do something, and do, the date something is required. So all right, and one more for this week, our last one for this week. We have red and red. Red and red. So red. All right, so red, this spelling is pronounced, so read, red is the past tense of read, but they are both spelled the even though they are pronounced differently. I know, a little confusing, but that's just the way it is, I'm afraid. English is a very strange language. It does not make a lot of sense. But yes, so read is the past tense of read. You would still just spell it the same way. Read a book, you read the newspaper, you read an article online. Read means it is done. You are finished with it. You are done reading it. You read it. So read is the past tense, So I read this word on the page. Read. All right, and red in this case is the color red. The color red. We have the color red here. So red is a color. Like my shirt, I am wearing a red shirt. A red shirt. All right, so we have read as past tense of read, as in I read a book yesterday, and then red as in the color red, as in I have on a red shirt. All right, well, that is it for this week. That is it for this week's Literacy Lunch with Lee. Thank you guys so much for joining me this week. We will be back on Monday. Remember, if you are not in the Memphis area, please leave me a comment. Let me know where you are watching from. If there is a subject you'd like a lesson done on, please let me know. Leave a comment. Tell me what you'd like to see a lesson on. I'm here to help you, so let me know how I can best do that. And finally, please, please, please like and share these. Let's get them out to as many people as we can. All right, well, that is it. Thank you so much for joining me today and this week. I hope everybody has a wonderful rest of the week and weekend, and I will see you on